Okay, so our project was on the Soviet invasion of Poland. In 1939, the Soviet Union informally invaded Poland. They had claimed that they would be allowed to enter their troops into the Polish land if they were allies, but the Poland refused to ally with them, so they decided to enter informally. This started up a war because that technically meant that they were trespassing. Poland wasn't prepared to fight, so they only had an army of about 270,000, 20,000 of which were just border protection police. Meanwhile, Russia had an army of over 800,000 troops, 5,000 guns, 4,700 tanks, and 3,300 planes, all of which were being led by Joseph Stalin. After the war was over 10,000 deaths and 12,000 wounded were found and documented, plus 230,000 Polish prisoners of war, and this is a picture of a prisoner of war camp. This is a pretty significant event because the Soviet Union invading Poland was one of the very first things to happen during World War II and was actually part of the reason it had ever started up in the first place. It only started 2 weeks after World War II officially started, so it was one of the very first things to happen during it. This was also important because after they had captured Poland, they only lost it 2 years later because Germany betrayed Russia and took over Poland for themselves. The Soviet Union invaded Poland simply because they wanted to travel through to transport their troops and their weapons through Poland. The Soviets had stayed with Poland under their control for only 30 months before Germany, Italy, Hungary, Romania, Slovakia, Finland, and Croatia completely stole it from them. After the war had finished, Poland got most of their land back, but a large portion of it was given to Russia because the Soviet Union lost their right to have it.